जय श्रीमन्नारायण.
Today we will talk about a foreign person who is raising questions on India's Sanatan Dharma. Even though many speakers and scriptures have already answered these questions, we will still listen to each of his questions and answer them one by one.
Disprove the entire religion of Hinduism in 60 seconds. In Hinduism, there are millions of...
First question. Why are there millions of gods in Hinduism? Hindu Dharma, also known as Sanatan Dharma, teaches that God is infinite. Therefore, God can be one and can also manifest in countless forms. This is based on two principles. Advaita, truth is one. Brahman is the ultimate truth. Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita. The same Brahman expresses himself in many forms to operate the universe properly. Example, just like one sun appears as many reflections in different water pots, similarly, one God appears as many gods and goddesses for the functioning of the universe.
God is all-powerful and better than everything. How can you have multiple gods? And how do you rank which is most important?
Second question. If God is all-powerful, why many gods? He asks, if God is all-powerful, why many gods? Because the all-powerful God can express himself in different forms. That is why he is omnipresent, infinite, and unique. God cannot be defined by human limits. The infinite cannot be fully understood by the limited human mind. God does not restrict himself. He can be one and many at the same time. Therefore, Sanatan Dharma teaches many divine forms for the functioning of creation. Not because God is many, but because his expressions are many. Third question. Which God is the most powerful? He asks. Who is the most powerful? How to rank gods? Ranking God is considered illogical in Hinduism. It is foolishness. Vishnu, Shiva, Devi, Ganesh, Surya all represent different divine powers of the same God. Scriptures do not allow calling one higher or lower. All are capable of everything. This entire universe is operated by God through divine play.
In Hinduism, people also build their own gods. They build statues out of clay and mud.
Fourth question. Why clay idols? He asks, why do Hindus make clay idols? Why mud? Idols in Hinduism are not made from dirty stone or impure mud. They are made from pure clay, metal, or stone following scriptural methods. The idol is not God, but a medium to reach God. Just like an archer cannot shoot without a target, a seeker cannot meditate without a form. The idol can also become God, since God can be both medium and destination.
How can you expect that something that is man-made is worthy of worship and can help you at all? Gods in the Hindu religion also have flaws. Some cheat, some lie, some have even died.
Fifth question. How can a man-made idol help reach God? He asks, how can a man-made idol help reach God? Just like a man-made vehicle can take you to your destination, a scripturally made idol becomes a tool for meditation. The purpose of the tool is to attain the infinite supreme God. Nothing in this world can be achieved without a medium. Sixth question. Gods lie, cheat, and die? He asks, why do gods appear to lie, cheat, or die? How can they be God? God manifests in the world through Leela, divine play. He has three forms: divine form, infinite power; material form, physical body; practical form, human interaction. In the divine form, universes arise and end within him. In the material form, he appears as different deities. In practical form, he takes human birth to teach through his actions. If God is all-powerful, then nothing, birth, death, play, is impossible.
Again, how can you worship an all-powerful creator that has the traits of a human? Then there's the reincarnation, which really doesn't make any sense.
Seventh question. Why is rebirth logical? He argues, why is rebirth logical? Because if a newborn soul has no past karma, how would God decide who is rich or poor, who suffers or who enjoys prosperity, who becomes human or bird? If God randomly decides without karma, then God becomes unjust, and the world becomes chaotic. In Sanatan Dharma, the soul is eternal. Karma decides new bodies and circumstances. This maintains universal balance. But Islam does not believe in rebirth. So how does Allah decide suffering or inequality for a new creature if there is no past karma? If everyone is equal, why are new beings born in different forms and difficulties? Does that make God unjust? This is the question asked.
They believe in the caste system, which means the life that you're living right now was determined based on how good of a human you were in the previous life. But we can't remember what we did in our previous life, so how is that fair and just? To me, that kind of sounds like oppression. You could be punished for what you did in your previous life and you're not even aware of what you did.
Eighth question. Is the caste system illogical? He asks, how illogical is the caste system? Scripturally, caste is based on birth and karma, guna, work, lineage, and nature. Just like a government has different roles to run the administration, society has divisions to function smoothly. Due to karma cycle, one takes birth in certain conditions, but this is not divine punishment or reward. It is the system of nature. A Brahmin who does not perform Brahmin duties becomes lower. A Shudra who performs his duties becomes higher. This is scriptural instruction. Questions to Islam, logical counter questions. Now, some questions that show logical gaps in Islam. Islam says Allah cannot take birth, cannot die, cannot take form. If he cannot do many things, how is he all-powerful? Islam says women do not have a soul and cannot go to heaven. This is scientifically, morally, and philosophically illogical. In Hinduism, every being has a soul. The soul is beyond gender. If Allah is all-powerful, why can he not take a female form? In Sanatan, God appears as powerful goddesses. Islam restricts this. Why? Islam says Allah is formless, but he sees and hears. How can he see without eyes, hear without ears, act without organs? If he can do everything without organs, then why can he not have a form? How logical is this? Final questions. How can a person attain the invisible Allah without any medium or form? Without a focus point, meditation is impossible. Truth is never changeable, but Islamic principles have changed many times. Sanatan Dharma is aligned with logic, science, philosophy, and experience. It is infinite and timeless, not based on any one book or person. Opponents will always get a fitting reply.
Jai Srimanarayan.